Here's one for you guys. I don't know if you guys, who's going to watch this or not, just starting out, and I'm probably not going to get a lot of views or whatever, but here's one for you. This place that I'm working at from my last video that I was talking about. All right, so in their handbook, it says they pay you 67, it says all mileage will be paid 67 cents per PAM agreement from the government. So PAM agreement from the government, if you look it up, is 67 cents a mile, right? So, all right, so I said, okay, 67 cents a mile. They got properties scattered all over where I'm located at. So I'm like, gas ain't cheap, but if they're going to pay me 67 cents a mile, then, plus my hourly rate, what they're paying me, I was like, I could probably make this work. So lo and behold, after I started to give me an appointment book, my offer letter said all miles will be paid per PAM agreement, okay? So they hand me the employee handbook, and I'm reading through it. This is on Tuesday, and I started on Monday. And I'm reading through it, and it says, when I read the section about the mileage, I'm trying to remember exactly how they worded it, but it was something like, if it's 10 miles or less in between your distances, you do not get paid for it, your mileage. The only way you get paid for it is if it's round trip and it's 10 miles or more, which means that if, let's say I'm at the property where I'm at now to fix some of these work orders they have, then if I have to leave here to go get a part and come back to this property, if it's more than 10 miles, I'll get paid mileage for that. But if I jump from this property to another property all over this area, I won't get no mileage for that. So basically, of course, all your miles are paid per employee handbook, which they don't have no material at this place. It's all scattered. Like, I just had to go 3 miles to pick up a plunger and drive 6 miles to a different property to fix the toilet. So I'm not getting no mileage for that at all. Okay, that was never told to me in the interview process. But this is the kind of crap that's going on with these companies. All they're doing is just thinking about themselves. I mean, they always kind of have since I've been alive anyway, but from a business standpoint, they kind of have to look out for themselves, but they also need to be better with people than that. That's pretty pathetic, especially when gas where I'm at is $3.50 a gallon, and with everything that's going on overseas, it's probably going to go up to 5, 6, 7 gallons. And you think for 1 second that they're going to freaking pay money, like more money in our mileage? So I'm like, okay, well, that's one shafting thing right there. Here's another shafting thing that they're doing is you have to turn in your mileage sheet at the 10th of every month. All right. So I'm expecting to spend all my money. I just started this job. I have enough money to get me through, but there's a lot of people that need jobs that don't have the money to pay for gas to fill up their tanks. Like, I just filled up my tank yesterday, 2 days ago. It cost me $50 because I drive a 4-cylinder Tacoma. So it cost me $50 to fill it up where I'm at. Maybe about 49, but you get the point. In a day and a half, I'm out of gas already. Most people ain't gonna be able to do that when they start somewhere. And then, God almighty, I guess I just need to stick on topic because my head's spinning and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm thinking about all this stuff going on and I'm like, none of it makes sense, man. So you turn your mileage check in on the 10th of every month. But in the employee handbook, they're not telling you when they're going to pay you that mileage that you're supposed to be getting. So you might turn it in. So that's going to be 4 weeks that you go without mileage check. Plus, you don't know when you're going to get paid for that check, for that mileage. So the way I'm figuring is, I just started over here. It's going to cost me a minimum of $250 to $300 on gas just to make it through the month. And that's if you even get paid for it. It's like, what the hell, man? It's like, who could do this? So there's that. And conveniently, it so happens to be, like, remember how I was just saying about the 10 miles or whatever or less, you don't get paid? It so happens to be that all their properties where I'm at, these six properties, I think it's 6, it might be 7 properties that I'm overseeing where I'm at. It so happens to be that every single one of them is within 10 miles or less. Somebody make that make sense. Like, that sounds like a freaking scam from the beginning. I tell you another thing too is when I left my other job to come over here because I was sweet talked into it. This company called me out of nowhere. I don't even know how they got my phone number. Like, I still don't know how they even got my application. Like, I really wasn't looking. So I don't know what the hell happened with that. But I came here to work on a Saturday 3 weeks ago. No, not last Saturday, Saturday before. So that was 2 weeks ago. So that was the pay period for people to get paid today. All right. So I just started this place on Monday. And today is, what is today? Today is the 26th. So I just started on Monday, okay? So today is their pay period. So this morning I checked my bank account and I don't see, it was only for like 3 hours, man. I just came to one of their properties, helped them put some carbon monoxide detectors in, and it's only like 3 hours, okay? So I was like, whatever, let me see what it's about. And I didn't really have any ideas. Like, everybody was hiding everything from me about exactly how crappy everything was. So this morning I look at my bank and they have my direct deposit information. There's nothing in there. So I show up at the office this morning at 8:30 and they tell me that I have to, yesterday, dude, my head's spinning. There's like so much crap that's going on with this place. It's freaking ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. I'm 50 years old. I've never seen this much craziness in a job, man. Never. I don't even know where I was going with that. I just totally lost my train of thought because it's so messed up. It's so messed up. It's like last night I'm getting emails and text messages at 8 o'clock at night about shit from Outlook that they set me up with. They're constantly spying on you over here. Like, they set up these apps on my phone and they're not even giving me no phone allowance, no nothing. So they're calling me 20 times a day during working hours. I'm getting all these freaking text messages and emails all day long on my phone. They got a tracking software thing on my phone, okay? So they show everywhere where I'm at. So they can see everywhere where I'm at. I'm constantly getting calls from them saying, where am I? And I'm telling them I'm on the property. And then they're like, no, you're not. Our software is showing that you're not here, that you're not where you need to be. I said, I am. And I take a screenshot of my phone to show them my location. What their end of it is showing on my end. What their software is showing on my phone. It shows I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I take a screenshot and I send it to them. And they're like, oh, okay. But I know what I was going to say. Go back to the paycheck thing. So I know I'm all over the place. So I go in there this morning. I say, hey, man, I was supposed to get these 3 hours. And the response I got was, well, maybe it'll be on the next one. I'm like, the next one? That ain't the answer nobody wants. Like I said, I'm okay. I have enough money to get, through things and find another job. But I'm like, who the hell wants to hear that? So let's go back to this GPS BS that they got. So they're constantly calling them. They're asking me, the owner of the company told my maintenance director, ask Tony if he's ever going to clock back in from lunch. I'm like, bro, I've been clocked in for after lunch for an hour and a half, man. And he's like, oh, we're not showing that. So I had to send him another screenshot to show him that. God, I wish people would watch this video, man. It's not even about money for me, because I know that there's other people going out that are out there that's freaking going through the same crap. And I've been wanting to make these videos for a long time because of what's been going on in this world with these crappy ass jobs is pathetic, man. And then they're trying to figure out what the hell, they can't find nobody. It's like, all right, so this dude John started the same day I did on Monday, right? Like I said, I have a 4-cylinder Tacoma. This dude has a full-size Dodge Ram Hemi truck. I called him yesterday and I told him that the gas situation with the mileage, and I asked him, I said, how you doing with the gas situation? He said, man, since Monday, this is on Thursday, yesterday. So he's like, well, since Monday, I filled up my tank twice. And what did he say? No, he didn't say twice. He said he filled up his tank once, but he's already drove for 250 plus miles from Monday to Thursday. And I asked him, I said, how many properties you oversee? He says, I'm overseeing 3 properties. And he says, dude, these properties are 20 miles apart. And I said, are you making any round trips? Go pick up a part and go back to the same property? He said, no. I said, yeah. And I explained to him the situation, man. You want to talk about a man that's getting pissed off. That dude about flipped out when I told him that. And, yeah, it's a mess. But see, I got one of the guys calling me. So until next time, I'll keep y'all posted. See you.